All right, cool. So, right now we're out here in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, and something pretty cool happening tonight. What's going on tonight, Callum?
Mate, fighting Thai Muay Thai champion. 2 days notice. We're gonna show up and show out basically. Knock this guy out. Come back with belt. That's it, man.
Easy.
Simple, easy work.
Easy. You like nervous at all going into it?
Nah, not for me. I don't really get nervous in terms of like before fights too much. You know, I think I've found the ways to be mentally ready going into these fights. You know, I think you have to find a way. Like, just everyone has their own different routines. You know, before fights. I think I found my way of doing it and avoiding being nervous, or at least knowing what to do with those nerves. You know, so I don't get nervous anymore. I just enjoy the moment, enjoy everything that's happening, whatever. Be grateful in the moment, just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy what's happening, the process of everything, and that's it, man.
Yeah, that's cool. And like we've been training in a pretty remote area at the moment, pretty remote location. Really cool gym. If anyone's in Chiang Mai, go check out Queen Muay
100%.
Thai.
Check it
Sick
out.
gym, like cool vibe, good like traditional kind of Muay Thai style gym. Train like madmen though, but you know it's good. It helps build that mental strength. So
100%.
yeah, tonight's gonna be fun. Looking forward to
Good
it.
night, man.
It's
Like
gonna be cool.
tonight's a good night. Like I like the idea. I was saying this to you earlier, wasn't it, about the Thai culture, about how it is. It's like, you know, do you want to, like, it's a lot like, you know, your fight last week. You had a fight last week. It was like ask you like 12 hours notice, like after midway through morning training where we've already done crazy amounts of running, training, conditioning, like for the whole week as well. And like, do you want to fight tonight? Yeah, cool. Let's do it. And I was saying, like, I really like that kind of style of like living, basically. You know, like I personally, I don't think it's a lot like, you wouldn't really get this much in like maybe like Western kind of culture. You know, like, do you want to fight tonight? I'd be like, oh no, I need to have training camp and make sure my shins are okay or something. You know what I mean? It's not so much like that. But so, you know, being out here and doing that, it's a cool way of living, basically, I think.
Yeah, it's cool when you're like, we were saying it earlier, like when you're prepared kind of all the time, right? Like, I do think there is, obviously, you know yourself, there of course there's benefits to having training camps and, you know, doing it that way, of course. But if you're prepared all the time, you're eating good all the time, you're still training, maybe not training twice a day, but you're still training consistently, you're still getting better, you know, you're in good shape, like you got your healthy habits, you're always got a good mind, like,
yeah,
accepting a fight on very short notice usually isn't that big of a deal, is it?
No, exactly. I think that's a lot of people, they probably fall off after fights, you know, and I'm not going to say I'm perfect after fights, definitely ain't, you know, in terms of how much you're eating or what you're doing, you know, if you're drinking after training, after fights, you know. But like, as long as you're just training hard, you know, it doesn't take too long. As long as you're consistently training, it doesn't take much to be in shape. And, you know, I think a lot of people think they overthink things, you know, they overthink, oh, I drank 2 days ago, maybe I can't fight tonight. Or, you know, I hurt my ankle a little bit when I kicked the bag, you know, and now I don't know if I can fight, you know. I think they just overthink too much. Like, just ask yourself, are you ready? Can you fight? Yeah, then no problem. Just fight. It's all good. You know what I mean? Of course, like when you get a little higher up, you gotta be strategical and whatnot. It definitely comes into that business side. Like, I ain't gonna take a fight with Cage Warriors on 2 days' notice after drinking the day before. So, you know, probably not the best thing. So, but like, I think a lot of people do overthink these things. You know, if it's just a fight at the end of the day and it doesn't really affect much, just do it. I know. Just take it. Take the opportunities.
You wait till we play the clip like after this of like what was going on 2 nights ago.
Literally, yeah. That's it.
How tonight went and then what was going on 2 nights ago.
Yeah. But that's what I mean,
really
man.
embracing that Thai culture, bro.
Yeah, that's it. When I heard the coach say, you know, you drink 2 days and then fight next day, no problem, I was like, all right, cool. Let's do that, fuck it. But that's it, man. It's like, that's how they are. They're just fucking, it's how they are, man. It's cool. It's cool. Like I said, for me, now, it's my first time fighting Chiang Mai Stadium, but I do think, for me, I've had the advantage of going to your fight, knowing the setup, knowing the routine, knowing how it's going to be, what it looks like, getting that feel for it, being in the ring myself, you know, it's definitely an advantage. I know what I'm getting into. I know what the kind of setup is. I know how it feels. I know how, these are big things, I think, going into the fight. Again, don't overthink it too much. Like, if I didn't do it, I wouldn't care too much. I wouldn't care anyway. But, like, it is an advantage,
No, 100%. And you've also, like, had, 16, 17 fights?
I was thinking about this the other day. Yeah, it's my 18th
fight.
18th fight now, so I like to
easy.
think I'm very experienced. And like I said, that's what I mean about the pre-fight things. Like, do I get nervous? There's, like, nerves come in, yeah, a little bit. Like, sometimes, like, have I been nervous so far for this fight? No, I'll be honest. Like, there's no nerves, no pressure really for me. Although I like pressure. I told you this before. Like, the more pressure I feel, the more means there's more on the line. You know what I mean? Like, so I like the pressure. I like putting more pressure on myself. Making the fight more exciting. I do think we fight mostly for fans. A lot of people like don't want to out them too much. Like, wrestlers are just hold on to legs and just like count the timer down and hope the fight finishes soon. These guys, man, these guys are just the worst. But fight. Of course, you want to try and fight and be smart and win, but a lot of it is fighting for the fans. Putting pressure, talk a little bit before the fight, build the fight up. It's entertainment in today. So, pressure's good. Pressure's good. Pressure's good.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, you're gonna see tonight. Gonna be Chiang Mai Muay Thai world champion.
That's it, man.
I don't even know what belt is on the line.
Neither
Some
do
belts
I.
on there, but
they say, yeah, you're fighting a champion. 2 days notice. Do you want to take it? Go on. Yes, let's do it.
Done.
What weight? Yeah, no problem. Whatever weight. Can I make the weight? Yeah, easy, no problem. Fighting like 10, 12 kilos over the weight, normal weight, no problem. Let's go. Doesn't matter. It's okay, man. But that's, like I said, that's how it should be, man. Just fucking fight. If you're a fighter, you fight. Problem is, there's not many fighters out there these days, But be good, man. And having the insights as well from what your fight was, what was it like for you, like going in?
Yeah, it was a cool experience. It really was a cool experience. Like, I was definitely nervous, 100%. Like, I think even when you're not nervous, like, you don't feel nervous, there is something in the back of your head of like, I'm literally going in here to fight someone. Like, there's always going to be some level of nervousness. But
100%.
I was in a pretty good headspace. Obviously, creds to you for that as well. You was hyping me up into some mad place. I was in a place I've never been before, but yeah, it was a cool experience. It's one thing that I wrote down before coming out here, that I wanted to have a Muay Thai fight in Thailand by the end of 2024, and that's been achieved now. So for me, it's like cool to see that, regardless of the result. Obviously, it went really well, and you got smoked anyway. But like, regardless of that, it was a cool experience, and it's nice to hit that goal.
100%. Like, I know you said like you're not really like trying, you're not like going out to be like a professional world champion fighter, but it's like doesn't mean you shouldn't fight. I think being living life to the full is like taking these like really like extreme opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, how many people can say they went to Thailand, and had a fight? Not many people, and like, I know it's quite common. Like, I know it is quite common relatively. Like, people do.
It's getting more common, yeah.
It's good, man.
But it's also, we think it's more common because we engage and see accounts who are doing that, right?
Of course, yeah.
But when you actually like extrapolate it and look across the board, it's like you're probably in like a top like 5 to 10% of people around the world.
Probably even lower than that. I'd say
possibly even lower than that. Yeah, literally, it's kind of crazy.
It's a good point, but it's like, I think being like the best version of yourself is taking opportunities that like are way out your comfort zone, that you are scared of, and that like generally does scare you, like going into it, like 100%. Like, I can tell you actually not my first fight, but for some reason I wasn't nervous for my first fight, but the second fight, third fight, fourth fight, fifth fight, I was like really nervous, you know what I mean? So it's like having that fear though, and still going in and getting through it and doing it, I think it's so important for like people in general, but like mostly men as well. I think they need to do things that scare them, and actually do these things, like taking these fights, taking these opportunities. Like, when coach comes to you and says, do you want to fight in 1 week's notice, what do you say? Like, oh no, why? Why do you say no? Just do it. Just say yes, take the shot, and look what happened. You go out there, smoke the guy 1 round, You know, get a sick highlight reel video. You know, it's good, man. It's good.
Spend some time with my Thai wife after.
That's that's it, man. That's it. Live the Thai. That's it. You're living like the full Thai experience.
Full Thai experience, man. Honestly.
But that's good, man. And that's like, but that's it. Definitely my advice going forward to people is, you know, take those opportunities. You know, when people give you those, make those offers, you know, do you want just take the opportunities, man. Like, especially in Thailand, you want to fight? Yeah, take a fight. You know, oh, I need a 6-week training camp. No, just take the fight, do it, live the experiences, man. And I think you will reap the rewards from that.
100%.
You know, later on in your life because of it. And like you said, you were saying before, it's stories that you can tell, like grandkids and whatnot. It's like your kids and whatnot. Like, man, it's cool to have that. What do you want to be like? Some 60-year-old guy and says, oh, how did your life go? And you go, well, like I had a 9 to 5 and 40 years, and that was pretty cool. And
saved up a bunch of money, and eventually I bought a house, and you know, now we're here.
Invested a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, man, that's not, like, come on, take the experience. And say like, yeah, I went to Thailand, lived there for 3 months, beat some, you know, took fights whenever I did, trained crazy, started my own online business, you know. And I did things, went out there, you know. So my advice going forward to people, take those chances, take those opportunities, man, live the life that's worth living. You know, you do only get one, I know it's cliche, but
no, it's not cliche, it's true, man. It's too short, it can be gone in any moment, it can be finished in any instant. So whilst you're here, make a difference, do something with it, and, you know, be interested.
That's it, man.
Be
Enjoy
interested.
That's it, man. So yeah, fight tonight, come back. Watch the next episode because you will see me belt here 100%.
We've already told the local village about what's going on, so you're going to see a couple clips. Callum with a belt.
Manifested it already into reality. I already see it, man. That's it. Manifestation. That's it, man. But yeah, next video, belt. See the videos, clips, knockouts. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Sweet.